My name is Agla Sibil from Al Fashir. I spent most of my life there. On October 26th, the Janjaweed militias, in cooperation with United Arab of Emirat, carried out a genocide against my people there in Al Fashir. I lost a dozen of my relatives, neighbors, and childhood friends. Today I stand here helpless, unable to offer them anything, just my voice. Today, Al Fashir call out to every living conscience in the world. Today, Al Fashir does not need sympathy only. It needs justice. Stop UAE. Stop it alive. Thank you.
Sudan is a country rich with resources, is being targeted by external entities. They have hurt all of Sudan and are now focusing their attack on Darfur, a region filled with minerals and agriculture. For their gain, thousands killed, displaced, and deliberately starved. Mass rape is used as a weapon of this war. This violence is funded by external powers, primarily the UAE, in a brutal campaign to plunder the land's riches. They misled the world by framing this as a civil war when in fact it is a calculated project of resource theft and ethnic cleansing. Which is why we call upon the Canadian government to use its international standing, moral authority, and humanitarian leadership to pressure for an immediate end to all external intervention in Sudan, particularly the flow of weapons and funding fueling the violence in Darfur. Canada must work closely with international partners and the United Nations to stop prohibited weapons shipment and to ensure accountability for those contributing to the suffering of the Sudanese people. At this critical moment, we urge Canada to intensify its humanitarian relief and support for the displaced and those fleeing Al Fashir by facilitating safe corridors for civilians trapped in conflict zones and ensuring immediate access to food, medical care, and emergency supplies. We do express our gratitude for Canada's past efforts in evacuating civilians of Sudanese origins and urge the government to expand those initiatives, offering broader humanitarian protection and refuge to those affected by this catastrophe, especially in the region of Darfur. Canada has always stood for justice and human rights. Today, we call on it to live up to that legacy and stand firmly with the people of Sudan, transforming the words of concern into concrete action that restores peace, dignity, and safety to millions in Sudan. Thank you.